careful.
I've got more than enough layers on, although I wish I was wearing more pants.
That interview down there in downtown Toronto, some areas of Canada could see wind chill values plunging to more than minus 50. Winnipeg, we're talking about you. In southern Ontario, it can feel like minus 35, which is presenting a challenge for folks who have to work outdoors. In Canada's biggest city, Toronto, so cold, dozens of pipes have burst over the last 24 to 48 hours. Not a lot of relief in sight either. Frigid temperatures in many areas are going to last into the weekend. For a better look at the hardest parts of the country and those that are going to be dealing with some major extreme cold situations, CTV meteorologist Kevin Stanfield is standing by for us in Calgary. Kevin.
Beginning on that upper air pattern, here's the Arctic Circle, there's the center of the polar vortex, and occasionally we achieve a disjunction. So there's too much wind, there's not enough wind, and parts of the polar vortex split off. As we continue to see temperatures rise in the Arctic Circle, there's less ice, and therefore there's more water, and that changes the temperature even more dramatically and allows for more of these disjunctions as we move forward. Our current area of instability continues tracking its way through parts of Ontario and working out into Quebec. There's a second one working its way toward the UK and another one in Eurasia at the top of our screen. But let's focus inward a little more, and we're going to start with the odd element before we get to the more dangerous element, and that would be the creation of that big low pressure area has created a high pressure zone that hasn't left parts of BC. And as that lingers, it's caused flowers to bloom well out of season. No one tells the daffodils that it's January, and that's just the way it goes. We're going to keep an eye as this rolls onward and it continues to deepen. But as far as the radar and satellite goes, well, you can see a number of those extreme cold warnings, and those largely are based on where you end up. So parts of Winnipeg, the expectation was minus 40. Yesterday, they achieved minus 50 for over 5 straight hours. And then in parts of Ontario, way down south there, minus 33, minus 35, somewhere in there. Still a very dangerous wind chill value to achieve. Into the radar and satellite, you see these temperatures as of about 12 at Mountain Standard Time. Not exactly pretty, and when we factor in the wind chill there, a number of these values suggest frostbite is possible within a span ranging from about 5 to 10 minutes. So exercise extreme caution if you're spending time outdoors. Back to you.
All right, CTV's Kevin Stanfield with the update. Thanks for that, Kevin. We're going to keep our eye on the polar vortex, bring you all the updates right here on News Channel as we track the cold weather moving right across our country. This is another really important story. At the heart of it is Canadian democracy, and that's not an overstatement. The next federal election is coming up in 9 months in October. Today, the Trudeau government unveiling a new plan of strategy to try and fight back against election interference. Extra attention being paid to social media.
Social media have been used to falsely slander elected officials. Trolls and bots are dispatched to stoke anxiety, even hysteria around sensitive issues. Fake news masquerades as legitimate information.
Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and on it goes. We certainly know the potential and what happened in the presidential election thanks to Russian interference. And so Ottawa wants to make sure that Canada will be protected and our electoral system is not interfered with by outside hackers to make sure that the process goes over without a threat. Also, cyber threat and disinformation. 9 months, of course, to make sure that the election system is secured. We've got developing news out of Havana, Cuba today, and another Canadian diplomat who's fallen ill with an unexplained illness. It's prompting Canada to cut back on staffing. CTV's Michelle Boyer is tracking this story for us today from the capital. So what's the situation right now?
It's an unusual situation, Todd, and it's been unusual since we first started talking about it more than a year ago. A 14th Canadian staffer at the embassy in Havana has fallen ill. Senior government officials confirming that information today. This comes after a number of American diplomats and staff members at its embassy also falling ill with a number of really mysterious and almost inexplicable symptoms. We're talking about concussion-like symptoms, nausea, hearing loss, dizziness. In November, Global Affairs confirmed the 13th case for Canada, and at the time they said that all options were on the table. So now, with the 14th case, they are effectively saying that they're going to be considering reducing staff from about 16 members down to 8 members. That's going to include the ambassador, consular likely to be readjusted in the next couple of weeks. But again, a very, very mysterious situation for yet a 14th consular official in Havana, Cuba.
Any indication, Michelle, what exactly is going on here as we show our viewers some of the photos, the exteriors of the embassy there, the Canadian embassy in Havana? What's behind this illness?
You know, it's a great question, and it's a question that Global Affairs, even the RCMP, is looking into. You know, at one point they were floating the possibility that this was a sonic attack. The government of Cuba assisting, also as frustrated as Canadian officials are with this situation, as are American officials. And Global Affairs is saying that effectively the cause is unconfirmed at this point. So that sonic attack possibility. But, you know, looking back, there are a number of reports that are quoting a University of California study, Todd, that say the sound could be Caribbean crickets. They have a very particular frequency, and they make that noise, and it could cause damage to human ears. So that is a possibility as well. So at this point, the government of Canada not taking any chances, considering reducing its staff so that people don't get ill. But while all of this is happening, they're also saying that the only people who have been affected are embassy staff, not tourists. So they're saying Cuba is still safe. You want to head to the beach.
CTV's Michelle Boyer joining us from Ottawa. Kind of sounds nice today, doesn't it?
Oh, I'd love to be at a beach right now.
Let's go from one capital to another and to Washington. China and Russia pose the biggest threat to the United States. That's among the findings of a U.S. intelligence official. Some of the reports coming out on this today. CTV's Richard Madden is standing by with more. And how's the president responding to the assessment, Richard?
Well, it was a threat assessment yesterday by the United States top intelligence leaders who appeared under sworn oath to Congress, and what they say contradicts what President Trump has been suggesting with respect to threat assessments from around the world. Well, we haven't seen President Trump for the past 5 days, but we're sure reading and seeing his tweets. And today, with an extraordinary Trumpian-style move, he really cast doubt on the intelligence agencies, suggesting that they're naive, they're passive, and they should go back to intelligence school. So that is absolutely extraordinary for a sitting president to continue to rip apart the heads of his own intelligence, the people that he appointed into these jobs. And it's every topic from Iran to Russia to election meddling to North Korea. President Trump taking a different side and contradicting what his own intelligence heads have had to say.
What do you think that will mean for this second summit on the North Korean front? The president said to have some sort of a second follow-up head-to-head with North Korea's dictator.
Well, this is just weeks from now. The location to be determined, but it really kind of undermines President Trump's own intelligence when they say that North Korea is in the midst of, is not going to abandon its nuclear ambitions and does want to build a missile that could reach the mainland United States, which is a direct threat to this country. President Trump, on the other hand, says, no, the country's on its way to denuclearization. So when you have these two competing narratives from the president versus his own intelligence agencies, you really have to scratch your head and wondering, who do we believe? Undermining intelligence is obviously not a smart strategy, but President Trump obviously has his own ideas, and he is sharing this to his 50 to 60 million Twitter followers. So it's just another extraordinary contradiction by the president against his own people he appointed to protect this country.
I know you're also keeping an eye on U.S.-China relations today, Richard. High-level talks beginning amid these tensions over Huawei.
Right. So the administration trying to separate these charges of espionage against Huawei versus trade talks with China. This is the two largest world economies trying to hammer out some sort of trade deal and de-escalate the trade war that's continuing between the two countries. Yesterday, we saw in a show of force, or 2 days ago rather, a show of force by the head of the FBI, the acting attorney general, charging Huawei and its CFO, who's currently about to be extradited from Vancouver down to the U.S., essentially with corporate espionage and stealing secrets from T-Mobile. Meantime, you have Treasury, you have the U.S. Trade Representative trying to hammer out a deal today. No doubt Huawei is going to be is, as I said earlier, trying to separate these two things to ensure that its Justice Division goes after Huawei for being a bad actor versus trying to enhance trade between the two countries. President Trump and his administration have made it clear what it doesn't like about China. They don't like the tariffs. They don't like the way this country does business. But at the same time, these are two vital economies. They're important for the global economy. So, whether or not they're close to a deal, I think is a long way off. But the fact that both sides are speaking mere days after the FBI and the top intelligence agencies made these accusations and charges and had the unsealed court documents against Huawei really speaks to the sort of contradictory message the administration has with China, despite the fact they're trying to keep these two issues separate.
Lots to cover. Thanks for this, Richard.
Okay.
CTV's Richard Mattingly in Washington with a number of headlines, of course, there in the U.S. Capitol. We're also tracking this in South America. The embattled dictator of Venezuela, Nicolas Maduro, is dismissing calls for a new presidential election as protesters once again take to the streets at the urging of opposition leader Juan Guaido. There he is in the middle of your screen. Guaido says the country is on an irreversible path to change and democracy. He urged people to step out of their homes for 2 hours today. These are the first mass protests since Guaido was sworn in as interim president, prompting an escalating power struggle. You might say Venezuela basically has two presidents right now. The United States, Canada, more than 20 other countries have backed Guaido as the new president. Donald Trump, in fact, called Guaido to congratulate him today. Still ahead for us, an alarming study on femicide in Canada. We'll have more on what the new numbers show about violence against women and girls in our country. Stay with us.
You're watching CTV News Channel.
At AccuTech, we listen to you. So we know that you don't let diabetes hold you back. When you said you wanted testing to be easier, we heard you. And when you said you wanted a meter that keeps up with your active lifestyle, we heard that too. That's why we've gone to great lengths to provide a simple testing experience. Discover the upside of the spill-resistant Smart Pack, designed to hold its test strips in place, even upside down. Easily remove one single test strip at a time. Plus, the unique test strips with the widest dosing area on the market makes testing even easier. And by connecting to the MySugar app, you can log your data automatically. Call now or visit AccuCheck.ca to get a free AccuCheck guide meter. Plus, receive bonus access to MySugar Pro. Discover the Simply Smart AccuCheck guide system to ease your diabetes management. Okay, I'm ready to come down now. Hello? What if the Van Hoot Master Roaster mastered the Charleston instead of coffee? He'd still be a master, but we'd miss his rich, flavorful coffee.
Are we ever going to get to meet with an advisor? Can't think of a name that works. Hi, I'm Julia from CRTC. Oh, hi.
We help you put the big stuff first with advice that can come to you. We haven't come this far by accident. We haven't let this to luck. We're here because we are willing to work for it. From the farms to the forests, from our mountains to our coastline, from our most remote communities to our busiest cities. It's the Canadian dream, and we'll get out of it what we put into it. Introducing a all-new 2019 Chevrolet Silverado, because there's work to be done.
You're watching CTV.